Right, yasa ya mo akwa ba zibe oya enda so and the pay nkomobodo. Bosom da chance na bosom da to do bie me kire 12 December oya 2025. Better about that the one man the pay too much each day. Igura yitu ye ko oya nkaka nkra. Enda za abetu maka chende wa yefida. Ya ho ayefra ho no okrom. Si ama ma je nsa ne so da ya no motibi ayetu yetu no. Into an amara other sumji obutu azbaba into an amara odi oya pepere obutu azbaba into an amara obachire do achire oya hene yankofo a ye ho di oya dwuma emeripi na abakwa ayefur abakwa na doma wotu mu aba no do so pa na susu na bana ko kita da wozor kwa akobwa ma ayefur ne ye etum na ewie pa no ebudu na ola yankopa o de we wa abo ne pa o aba wotu no we jizi wo kofi anke da wa betene godo onke da be o menu so mo no mi wan sidimpo oyi na obat na wa ujiji wi ala pe no ashidale we yakọ wa manu phone do we sa agba anu oroko abadama abawo yankon ananda agbada abor ye kwa yankfu na yi yim de yi bia so ye kaw ayefro ye kaw akwa yankon na yi no abasi na ka ye boy I waju there opedom da yeyin nto wo kware kwai awon sawa ambobi nsawa ambo wan sidimpo na abotu siri na so ezibena ohoyi na izibi awi tirapi na benku disi awi fufur disi awi guinness na no mu bia eyi be last week abokwai ehun de payin pa o wi guinness fra na o wi bia fra hey abadama mankote kofi mijawa mbesa mu honde no yede botu nsafre bi anade otumotre nkan kana hina ayetai kere me yankopa o engineer o na engineer o jinu djuma watu nsafre ebakwa na maka na dam ho preda ma sa me kira aba me yankopa engineer o engineer o jinu djuma jibi watu nsafre mokwa abaka tire godu mejije bezeze maba ya ma dam ho ma aba abandama amizi de bia mekere oyesu na ban papa nti mama de sisa mezere Omar Bin Abdullah atira kasa numu ya da pomezere numu ye papa nti awada yesu mu so ntira ma ya baba basuma na hamanta wa be zara no ade yarba ni ne ma code na do so system num nti ebe ne na bobwa ma atum na ye eda yesu baba be ye ba yesa kanyi ne wa ha bedenezi na achire dom a wo hwe nka fa wo na mukwe mu so yo na hwe ye na ye mra
Mido gana biana o fa jebidi wi aba besu en fita no pa e say baby shi manga shi
I'm saying so now for me be there no.
Sister cause pa. It's only gas.
I'm used to it why. My why?
Down yanka na wa.
Ah sister cause. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. Wow.
LPG, let me see your hand. Ooh, I got yeah.
Yo, yasa hechiri yaba dawa mezi kambori taso kwa yaba abahira afemizi yiwo engineer Isaac Nitundik wa ha na our regional communication team member MPP abaka hinisa engineer good morning. Ndo wa ifileja assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam black.
Right, you are actually in the Casford for the Casford abaka hinisa wa NDC nti aba ebokoye wambaso ye kohine nti da bana asemnati nti cast for baby o biara te yin ka bia no you were actually da baba kansa ila pe yesase amna ne da nsam tumtuo na nsam ne bia ye baba jonjoro ho oyinda amampan jodra mani mama wo ya manje bopi na za wutumu chama special prosecutor ayana so yin o squat ni for kwa ontwem for no hu special prosecutor at the protepa autumn no only njama no nkoye nti oyin for dama so the oya yisi ashebe what to oya pandai oya real relation no minority so the kokobo udama oya mpayifo oya mreshebe gom na mpayifo bia wudima wo wonte pinjene. It's too early for the Pandai re-election no. Dama so the oya minority Korea we demand oya serious accountability. Also I call it sanitary part. Now oko marketer a bar we do toro market the whole Ghana. The member be yim be ahoka for home no fi ban. Am so abaye chinyo silpi. E ne pinyo kaka ho. Na nda so ye bobo ho command. Jida sare na yehwe oya ma yeko MPP. Oya whole election January 31st. Campaign
Omar medase mamintia ahwefa wo hwen na muhu ahwefa acha mete won ka acha yi dem eke na pom dzenen yi ode ye de bibi kotutu yi kakra ntia me adom ya akwa aba ye hu yi Omar me betna ha na me afutu kakra bi obesawara bepen me engineer yi you see ye project a bibi ye project no so ohia Oma ene da me office papa bi ankadere ya bono do dam road construction ya wole beye you see ni project ni si road reserve mpapa na mayema ahwefo ntase de eye project na edikesi road reserve ma so bande imbubire ba compensation na wonkan wo bi ni yan de already no wale edin kan po wi aban ma wa aban no kwanam ye road reserve ano faso bi da nda orebe ama se obane de yen road expansion biara then we rely on the reserve road na say reserve road is the occupied occupy reserve road at your own risks because in future dem be papa bi a ne da oba yen che na okomodi 4-bedroom hotel owo ho a wa pension ana no dis no den so sim na ne da na residential building so si road reserve no mu aban rubudi yara obuni ya you have no compensation from government ano mempere me de be amanyesam ani yan de ewo ekwana oye nyina ye ekwana ye rebeyen egum ihwe ma woye ya a lot of projects Omar a lot of projects na onye won nyina so no kita permit the ones that when you reserve no outside the reserve. If you are outside the reserve, what it means the government have to compensate you with a permit kita or chere wa mo kwane sidano. Other than that, I will know you the road reserve numunya. Wa ya kwenti middle to ahwefo na wana wo tie enso wana adwendo there. Any a project these are the some of the things or there. Ehwehwe na yehu there a dan be the midiri sim fapima midiri sim or ye baby or ya football. Oma medaso akwenja ida mame. Oma wo party MPP oba bibia na nsie I am today nkofo ye bebe MPP party na say MPP dam kofo no oma wonyim party na bokosam ye di no ntira ibidum aba no wo be test proper election until them be yenye mansa be off dabi all the time the experience of the New Patriotic Party even the Progress Party PFP onamuduma ye bi emebi antene wanse da me mentene wanse onye ba me bi abema esimi paying him Progress PFP no Victoria you know more time no mu chai e ma oba me there or the PNP liman the PNC will be the president or 1979 into ma ye party no yenko election ma orukodi anya ba ne bisa o ma in 2016 the worst of all osi wa MPP where Paula Foko ma be senior member engineer Kwabreje Japan no Sami Crab others Kwame Omar, that was the first time among was second year friend, Bawa Maka, who MPP head office. At the end of the day, we won election. Omar, in 1992, we have been in wilderness for so many years. And there was a Wokita super majority. It got in a time in the history of this party, in the history of this country. In 1992 to 1996, there was no opposition party. It's Omar Young, a guanato, an MPP, AKE, Obedi, and I make what I'm yesterday. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we are saying for because there's no scientific proof that Dr. Omar you lose election. Omar, in 2024, there's a heaven put football park who will lose election. Omar, fetch him. Omar, Oya day bien in the day. You lose election. And now today, Ghana forward in fear what Tribia Saban. We were trying to do other oil impossible. Breaking the 8. Maybe try the dynamics in it. Why we can tell if out you also maybe try the dynamics. Say me be in fan and no team. No parting. No ma summon to your team. It be no be see win. Ghana for so abnada aboko sama kan win there. Ghana for to abama obi the first timer. Atamase. It's in as much as you have a party, you have the candidate, you have the local. Omar, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP she. Omar, equal other areas, na MPP ni yani yanko MPP. If I know na number, ebushan for bwa to aba. Me pray mo ho ye temo pado. Yeah, we lost the election to NDC by ourselves. Another issue of wanyadzo kra kwamne eba be che wanyadzo kra yeba about airtime boys for Bawumia yeba bambet na ya chew sentre odo ye did Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sanko bio in 1996 say wokwa o progressor na nado reduce our result or your margin osompa oye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Look at Nzamenya Yeye. He carries that load along. And that man, I mean, also if the fundamentals are weak, exchange rate and the exchange or exposing, and he admitted it. What's Wale Yadama? Every government will be in the first year, you don't hear anything. President Akufo-Addo 2017 abasameti.
The president in the COVID tax where you for.
We have a COVID tax for.
COVID tax where you for also
it's why then.
China
President Akufo-Addo the first 1 year ewu abebushifo wo holy Akufo-Addo. The second year ni yibo ho aba na membu. Ani pedi mponyo. It's a to first obey also IMF inti. She light bill bibi could. She water bill. Akufo-Addo so be na IMF but he never increased water and light bill.
It's a Ghana so ya say.
Ghana so when say. Yeah, say. Na Ghana so ya say na we promise Ghana for be yen.
It's not a good idea. Without money you cannot.
The water project is closed. Machines will close now. Call Abazi. And the reason is that Galamsey increased more than under Akufo-Addo. Galamsey man. Are you tuning? Son is senior Galamsey man.
Akufo-Addo to no time also.
Oh, MPP are banning to make MPP are banning. What tuning? You didn't Galamsey na ye. You know Galamsey. Some of you couple that are shown in the Adams Ghana Western Region Mining Company. Also the Damabani, Mama Nabani. One Galamsey, what crown machines, special Galamsey machines. No what's the Omar, you are quiet in some trophy. More than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia election. You win. More of them.
About what you say,
Abana.
About what you say. How was that
okay. Bawumia is Abana you. It's the most important is 2028. You about Dr.
Oh yeah,
Omar Abba Sembra Abubakar from Bawumia. Fundamentals are weak or exposing.
He's part of the team. He said I will complain Ghana for two about the TIMPP.
Of course, he admits that the good ones or the bad ones or can be. Into major baby and the good ones and good bad ones. And then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 31st Oba Inua me you What's OJ economy no carry digitization, and I pity them. Digitization is part of economy. Yeah, where digitization, you need revenue, yeah, it goes into economy. Entire, you see, John Powers and Russia Sawa or Chanapa, in say, annual, a panwa we see. Dr. Baumia, 2028, Ibra some Wabaka from will be because you're better comparison. Women's banking. Is that Wabia? Yeah. Waba.
Ogurubia. Someone Oguru create
133 Waba. Abundance and what I pay to.
Okay, be 11.
No, what's the minimum? You know, one executive, minimum, no what's the point yet? Police station executive, I'm a bad director, I'm a constitutional officer, Shanasi, a cushion, Mr. Ken, say, yes, a power of the horrible. Yeah,
the police station executive, you know, about a director, I could say so. I'm telling you now, I look at the caliber of the certificate. I'm
when you look at the same constitutional officer certificate or something. Me matasin microbial infection monse wo mekoleba kwabra mamu ko meje ko ma abra ko hoke bi sam oro kodo ayeko into man you be say women's banking this budget or locate 2025 budget sika bim odo one find what we infrastructure yehu wasan so the biaba wa promise that in 2025 budget there will be see every district Agric Equipment Center. I had to say, don't ask me for MPP do. MPP are not yet until you train if you are about Yoko. In the Agric Equipment Center,
it's really to compare this things.
Okay, ma'am, I am not boo baby, but for China. Also, coming event cast their own shadows. Molaban, my yellow he, Odbans will pay for one monoma. Into my MPP, the year you go. Oma yeye me able to me ayi bia na yen there. Come 2028, yenya a strong candidate. A candidate able to me aton and the sister ye go do ayesre police station for the 1 year and adom Dr. Mahmoud Baumi adom. Na yen fa frank anem aka to abane atu ewi. Ma akade
you said the quality.
Oh bichma atu be ye stamp beselo. Stamp na ye someone that won penselo. And with beselo 31st January 2026, my Dr. Elijah Mahmoud Baumia Wabeye, the presidential candidate, and as well, also a standard bearer of the new patriotic party.
But if beside the party, and they will be the Wabi Church as a new leader, Dr. Mahmoud, the former vice president of Ghana, the 2-term vice president.
Yes.
Yeah, but the China would win 2 terms.
2 terms of the vice president. No, you're not going to win 2 terms. Obi do 1 term. No, be a president. You have 2 terms when you experience. Good or bad, when you.
It's a year. Now, sir, I saw the book, you know, Ghana Fupi. And this are my company, food to come there. Oh, yeah, OSP, we need for if you has or to the presidency is too early to do that. It's a president Ababakasa. You can say president and come back. You have engineer. Now, engineer so a chirada general for the Messami. So the Ghana for you are be. And you try to quite done Ako or the different parties in Tina or to warrior. So Ghana for which I'm a tama, Uguda, which you want to meet, which I have brought yet, and the Pinyoka Kawanunu. We could see there a majority of Ghanaians, you know, especially the MPs, we are shuffle, Piwama Makasa. Sister, what the baby was a watchy, now the name will come. No, so up then when see Anita Wutumokasana. You can say president and ask him, okay.
I do enjoy prosecuting people, but I mean, the people of Ghana will not forgive us if people develop impunity in terms of abusing the trust that people have put in them. And so that's why we're resourcing the Economic and Organized Crime Office and the other anti-corruption institutions, including the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And recently, there have been some controversy with the Office of the Special Prosecutor. I think it's premature to call for the closure of that office. The unique thing about that office is It is the only anti-corruption agency that has prosecutorial powers to be able to prosecute themselves without going through the Attorney General. And so people had mistrust with the Attorney General because the Attorney General normally is a member of government and is a minister of state. And so they believe that the Attorney General will be very reluctant to prosecute his own. But if there's an independent office like the Office of the Special Prosecutor, it won't matter who you are because they have security of tenure and they have prosecutorial powers, whether you're a member of government or you're a member of a previous government or you are anybody who has, misappropriated public funds. They have the law is behind them to be able to prosecute you. So I think we should give them a little time. Of course, people want to see, more prosecutions and more results. And so I'll just urge the OSP to speed up, some of these investigations and, show people that the office is still very relevant. I do enjoy prosecuting people, but the people of Ghana will not forgive us if people develop impunity in terms of abusing the trust that people have put in them. And so that's why we're resourcing the Economic and Organized Crime Office and the other anti-corruption institutions, including the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And recently, there have been some controversy with the Office of the Special Prosecutor. I think it's premature to call for the closure of that office. The unique thing about that office is it is the only anti-corruption agency that has prosecutorial powers to be able to prosecute themselves without going through the Attorney General. And so people had mistrust with the Attorney General because the Attorney General normally is a member of government and is a minister of state. And so they believe that the Attorney General will be very reluctant to prosecute his own. But if there's an independent office like the Office of the Special Prosecutor, it won't matter who you are because they have security of tenure and they have prosecutorial powers, whether you're a member of government or you're a member of a previous government or you are anybody who has, misappropriated public funds. They have the law is behind them to be able to prosecute you. So I think we should give them a little time. Of course, people want to see, more prosecutions and more results. And so I'll just urge the OSP to speed up, some of these investigations and, show people that the office is still very relevant.
Right, Amampayin, Nesama, Otuna, Oda Tugua, Oyen, na Otuma Ababe, Tumna Chere, Ghana for there. It's too early. I able to know it didn't miss me, Etumna Atuga. What's the CCR Special Prosecutor? Won't Amampayin is too early. Special Prosecutor and the people who know what to do. A Kishi baby may be on you, Ghana president. I hear a Special Prosecutor president because security. No, on your them know you will move. I was so fine. When take a while, I'm saying,
oh man, you see, more semi being and SP Martin is in Cope with Sekune radio station be McCain. I have so my cabin in the show my cabin. I am very talkative SP. So them time now me a class prefect when na ko bridge and so my class a Ketro needs a ban DP say kaya double punishment. He talks too much. And I'm of the view that he can't do that work.
Na yana na wache for suma wa how play the woman be. Wache won to me or tia
wache wana why
so ho kwai.
Onchi bialo.
O invite one
onchi bialo nam no oye campaign on no you dey on money schedule unnecessary press conference. Oh man, you see, mama clear example why that money oye kasapoli. Na nara soprano until there. Obey me for the first time in Matthew, probably me yakin. If a SML deal, never can want sama, Omar, or ya anho yaw. In order to the man yamini, on to me chibia SML. In there, and all you go for blue right to say blue, a no one away. Today, as in the SML, one measure the number of crude in a duo offshore. na wɔdze revenue wɔdze ma GRA ina wɔgye adwuma no fi wɔ sem dze ma SML nti anara na ɔnam one when it comes to SML adwuma ɔheda nka wɔma ano odze yim because ɔwɔ interest wom another hwɛ series of ndwuma waye no mo hand na ɔmani yɛtuma agya yɛnyanya ho sika fi wa ma me sisira da pa ɔdze no kwai sisira da pa yɛwie sisira da pa do inde was of phone NIB abade sisira da pa niska no niska the same papi and then on or what's in this situation but that talkative man should be sacked but the office in Mama Ungun we are dealing with a lazy person who is a talkative. Omar, Mama another one. Was any nonsense so Abakan on number the maximum work and Kofias way binti or Unanabi or you're smart. Any nonsense so the 419 assembly abade. The previous administration were harassing were bonitri. In my interior minister point jeans also were investigation. Ma Roberts be cornered was shilling feed the car. Oh man, do you know that this one is using bulletproof car? Say you I'm telling you. Yes, SP, the car or the number official car no using. It's a bulletproof car. Then the police will be biara. Omar, what called on now? What are attacking? Which of the police station okay complain? Another talkative assistant talkative prefect or can one in an director of communications and strategy I don't need to even have his name. No, so or you shall link he be and friend. And then I know or shall we discussion with him. Another assistant talkative person. Now that to the what's Wakasadodo. On many sikaya that can show the purpose. I do not tell you or man paying that down His Excellency. Nana do down for others in a band. On your new crowd, you. On you, young crow. These are like, why you talking about? But people don't take him serious. Oh my, officer, we maintain officer, but this guy should go. Same thing, pay every year in there. Oh my, about your fast track when it comes to corruption issues. In tentam na eduko. Attorney General, they were prosecutor man. Now, Attorney General even is asking you for one docket. You don't have it. Former Finance Minister, a lazy SP, Ossi, or control letter, Olugwanen, annual claim no Lugano, or troll letter command, outgoing Chief of Staff, or troll letter command, the incoming Chief of Staff, Obiala and Kasano. Them on me a press conference. Why the one that came down of your answer at that time? The Mukofia all avenue to stop former finance minister from traveling. But Nialan on yem shame into me a press conference, and he kept quiet. In that you can see international world. About our phone number. Nkofia watching nkofo abuchize be imi efu Interpol abedo ordinary koto red the only mfiwo because there is a process FR and send the binidra koto red alert. What is it? All you are doing to fancy another to entice this government to maintain him and what? Oh, aban so be ya ordinary sakaka ma to probi e won so attend one way against him. The guy is a talkative. Oh man, woman yanya ko yankra kasapoli. And it ankasa aduma be say atonka. Oh man, he can also be sitting down keeping quiet. I don't know meka sembi cho ha if ya mbodo me bia na me se wo sekuni. Mandela no tiger. Mandela ge a tiger koko shembe. Tiger be fewa Mandela on na me din between to the power. The power is what we are looking for, not the noise. At the end of the day, in the office in there, or money yes car, ya shed ibinman kwan afan, Jimayan. And now so that ADN, nay and Sankayiska, also any powers of prosecution. Into we are for come attorney general prosecute me. Omar Binti. If I'm telling you the kind of money now I start to add in Lumba so on to Lumba, but musician musicians and out to Tono. Na Anquanam, my Anquanam, my mother Anquanam, Sasa Crome, baby, not Sasa, also I dance Sasa Croma, or Manisicana bulletproof, when if your conscious security is a war. He's wasting our many resources. Omar wants a son. Aye, on your Nanko
was a son about Mother
Omar. You see, my culture, the MPP may wait the gun and escape their overturning. You use Embra, Omar Yadafan and Mini how. It is a Oba, Nipofu, but also Quabra. It is special assistant to our season. A GCKB or your badge, a J into Babiana. You go there and answer. I go and answer my questions. Second means me, UD. If you put me sure, watch it about 12 months. Papa na la wana me wendi. So what is your beef? Omar, the office is there. Yabaji Oman sika, Oman corruption, dream, katasishe, yabatoro. Ami de am kan yen tumi nya so krampa, wo men yen toro. Na so office no wo na office na edwuma no anya. That is why president is of the view that member will good office no ngwin. No, the private member bill be yedu good yenjai. Another school of thought is that Yengun Nanka Yen strengthen the old institutions now. The Shraj is there, and the NIB is there, Yoko is there. Attorney General, when I support the view the woman in Ministry for Justice. Then Yenya Ministry for how do you call it? Attorney General. Damen, no, you have strengthened those of it. Also, another school of thought wants to work at them. Another school of thought is that as much as when you are one, you fair number those who say, you fair in count, in terms of investigation. The main purpose was the money, you know. Espina, Wadan Casapoli, no, Naman. Maybe around the Mokasa, a Yasipo Casa, or any girlfriend show Casa. Very talkative appointee. In short, what I'm saying there, I mean, Papa na wants a son, or you're talkative, dodo, or Pacasa, Casa no so Casa so for Sebi, on fun for Subia and Main as on man. Yes, Kana, and can you show more so I am going to Yafe? I am going to Yafe. Or you're going to Yafe, or more we are shining. Oh, the system is corrupt, and he not German. Into a man. I mean, I am going to Yafe. I yesika why you na Yafe. Papa on hwehwe yeske bia man. Ye man, you put your spend is you do gum. Ye drum man, ye yedam. Boshum sa aka jubuska, ekdam bulletproof. Look at fuel. Na office. Na for so am fi wo ba. It's we know na me mfam free. O ma won logo no ntu baby. Abonya for best won logo no ntu baby man. Ipa fofora obeye adwuma omra. But office in there, I support president. That's maybe good.
Right, engineers also support the president. Maybe in office, you know, in part of what they into me is the sun. You go here 30th of December. Pandai oya RERUN or Bokodo. Engineer.
Pandai Semenewa oya rehu Ghana's democracy. Osanso ya rehu Ghana embrenyim fo. Sani ye areho Ghana embra. Omar, send the prof for her and come me de. Me ye law kakra. Oya building law. Me engineering me ye building law. Me ye contract administration. At my master's level, me sanso ye building law. Kaka the master's level. Omar, in my first degree law, I did my friend stay of execution. And in simple and literal meaning, the meaning is that stay away from executing the judgment from a court. Into mal, obotu abanda miwe bieni ye prade bi ho. no bia but April no judgment abo the phone from a Isaac. Then say judgment about court you will process and there one my judgment where the casual phone and a court one at court judgment haven't no there is a process if far was execute the judgment given by the court within them days so judgment and mental sa mutum mature ho in criteria never what we call a motion before the court that me motion am I in there before judgment now what happen me call who appeal into there is a motion in court that my execution now what happen all of us should stay away from it grant me stay of an execution now you found trouble whilst I'm going to the highest court for an appeal on that judgment right into what my judgment now since electoral commission let peron na clerk of
electoral commission letter back
it's clerk of work only a bias this is not the first time the man say this if you now all peron the criteria can inform electoral commission based on a lower court judgment. Now say you could the higher court judgment the motion over high court or appeal court so okay next we grant the stay of execution manner. Have you done good or bad? Omar, yeah, Omar, Papa, because Okones a court grant mana. There's a school of thought, Okro court and grant a man say. Okones a court grant mana, Abakaden. Or grant me stay of execution. Other mana, what it means is that process now electoral commission has started. It's a contempt of court. And your contempt to power. What it means is that Ghana because they have granted stay of because that execution now executing should stay. Omar, there's also another emotion in the appeal court that it will be where your chairman say and someone say that's some court. Omar, we be say there why lapse why paho and also quite. Omar no say your court let's say court woman Matthew say no so yabaka with. That is why the minority is saying that clerk of parliament Speaker, take your time and Sana declare that seat vacant. Oh. And some of us are surprised that a senior lawyer like the Speaker of Parliament, if there's no motive, and you didn't as part of one propaganda, one MPP, I laugh over it. That will go MPP. I say, wow, in this country, Ghana. Omar, but look at the small minority, the mighty minority. Now, I need a metas and was sending answer. Ye chebia ye when Omar say Yami Yamaduma Mamudu Yad Dumu Hobi. Oh, yes, minimum basic and Mamuko do parliament will be. No more problem it's Robima would the move from Fonsamia. Omar Amna Mosia. Because there's a precedent. Omar, you name you're just a Speaker of Parliament, or you're my mature Parliament House. And this is 2 1 human water and that, and what's in Kdes who say, when match ballot box, a water trouble, boom in the floor of Parliament, and one more international word, one more negative impression. Now, let's and Beladan no be no resist the men done brand and woman no say we are say
Jabal Subana within the job.
I have Subana within Omar speaker Kasa the wapa that's the member of parliament wa ka the wapa mo from government machineries bia won from KPANDAI no one je match in man no na and in the other case
but what the Krum also I have a press conference I want to have a view.
And one was and it tells you what they are feeling. Oh man, Mamin Chawad some cool. Say yeti Obiako court there about 2 yamijitum. Nemo Is it 9 or 10 electoral areas? Police stations or Wabran? Menjin to court in Shamam. No court upon Kade, Masupo, and now courts in a long for request, Bakaraman Pumusha, 130 Sabbath police in near Mabuni Alegu. One control for what country are we running? Omar, it's a precedent I set out to war. That we were problem with 40. Now catching 40 Musha. No Benny and pay Guamo. No, people have that justification MPP. When you on admitting without accepting without admitting, then people for you, Omar. When you on Ghana voted them out of power. Eba, you don't do the worst of it. Why? Eba, you do the correct one so that another government or the MPP won't know. Yeah, the margin on yeah, even the correct system. Now for then the importance of voting in you. That is why I enforce warrant to happen. And it's their own right, vote or not to vote. And if they decide not to vote, it's up to them.
Right, so we talk about our which I want to so our own chan. I can crave me a Mahimodo, son, and Mirasolo Papa, and young Kosha, minority. I want the and you know, because I didn't hear Kakan, nephew, autumn resisted walk with me, Cardo. It's a mama on San who let you there. What we are with our farmer, or Assam Dibia, nephew, Untum, the higher. They become the cooler to work. It's the intermediate saboteur. Minority will demand accountability was sanitary part of Wutumoto. The number years on the do. Ghana marketing now, either.
Omar, same that my uncle, pardon who you buy, Yajibi, who call Master Summer, Tiro, you turn by Mr. Jibankes. Omar, who list who primes, wow. But for me, I'm not surprised. Go for Naba. Yanum no Abba, chop money for Naba. Oh, you see, won't be bear chop money. Corner of no be chop money. Be bear chop money, not a policy.
And just the number or the buffy or the buffalo plane or the bubble.
We can produce pad in Ghana. Sumba International is producing pad.
No, I better Ghana, no request it.
No, they don't request Abuchese. You reduce importation of goods. We have a company here, Sumba International. Very soon, we'll be getting some in KE. I will produce pad and T-rolls. Very soon. Oma, in the milk say, pad, I think one was what charge said 90 cities will say, 40, oh God of heaven. Oman school. Ghana school. Amagano. Oma kwame kuma na Ghana na ana na yaye ndam yo pad ko no say 19 cities so say hini yo. And Oma pad ko 45 cities in Poya at the higher side. 45 cities is at the higher side. Oma ma opera yaye Ghana be won yenye.
Amiraso, engineer Boasam Tofone Mahilmudo, a baby will be chairman of Mahilmudo.
Oma, my chair, me constituency organizer, Ocean Panty, Michel. Now, Omar, Anthony Ako Kwasa, Masomo Bossa. Now, Omar, main chair party for the main breeding. Mama catch one eye, Dr. Mahmoud Baumiane to Tosre, Yedresre. Ashafo abaye kotu em do ye target group or ye polling station executives na ye you want to nkomo me hwe camera mu na me won di nkomo de mesramu Dr. Mahmoud Ba me wo yen kaid e wo yen abato a ye boton or ye 31st January 2026 na yen ye na adoye ye zire kajutum efi MDC fu wonsem adoya yede be ye yede be correct your mistakes na ya your man ya hihye oman I'm not saying that MPP ba benum yamfom oman ye for me but we've learned our mistakes. Mistakes are yeah the boss party for because party for so won't feel Kaya. Yes, Omar Emma, Deputy General Secretary of NDC, why can't send me? Also, a Ghana women or the NDC supporters in part won't feel Bali, won't feel Ghana. In 10 people for so saying, I may have done about Benima. Say to me, do be a qualified container, Yadremawa, who soon feel Kaya. I dem akwa professional work na even abofi na 1 year dom na 1 dom doctor ekwo be bia yeso ye baasa Omar egwa nna na ebien onjina egwa se nna na ye baasa otumi gina o cameras o simenyi mi won na baasa nyame eja nyame oba nyame susum konkronti me said the Dr. Mahmoud Bab na yenje de ye petty Omar Ghana be be edu ne hu ya agbo
amayeku bibiala baba wokawa number 1 o wasemobia number 2 wasemobia number 3 wasemobia ko number 8 wasemobia dama yeto aba ebide number 8 ni ya we asemka
Omar me boss Anthony akokwasa na o your cousin bi mamanka bijo also now we can belongs to other groups but when it comes to work yenye dwumana we yan do ye corporate na yeye inti na some also after election there is cooperation inti mo usually ma ye ka bobo ma aja enyim difu binum wole yempo yem ya opa yem wo then education that tribal politics Muslim Christian o ma na Muslim fo yan wan Christian fo bia Christian fo yan Muslim fo it is high time and Christopher share Islam. Say Christopher share Islam. And can sometimes Christopher young to me, young can send me for Islam one. In the Kamoin one also Koku jihad. Come say, so I can't be why just some is way. In the Kamoin for that young people for no one's walk. Young people for young, or you didn't people for young Kamofu. Young people for no French or your boko. You see, they don't catch over there. There was a debate by me, Christopher, there. I'm moving there. Some of that or council being once. Islam. Omar, your idea being with some monk for free is some you come me, Mammy can you make a come on popo, Muslim you popo. Men come in African Muslim you. Come say, I that bread bow, we are saying. No, come saying, some more final by your king. You are what the Damaji being over guardian, but Muslimi, on the more yen biala, I saw no yen biala, we are small to poor yen biala. In the day, they are catch uncle for that was so good. In the man, come on, they were. They be and Bibian and some will be so. Would be so. No more in one po, come say, would the jow, Yamid Omar or Bowinchen. It's made them where Yami, Nindino Wabber, because they made the be at the Camunin, Yami baby some no answer. And bar what the chow, Unia no member we are with Jan, Jab with the mo. Anya Brahman Cabrampo, Muslim, some Yarton Sam. Nayanama, Yampe Cabin with the Edo, and Gana, Mofonka Cabia Waba, Solom, Ukosha Bible quotation baby, or Korean baby, no Korean say, come says Mama Kamuin or catch Mama Kamuin in the Edo. Oh, my infant son, the bee, it did Chimam what they say on here. Oh, serious. Omar, Kamuin dear, who are burning was. On ya no way, yes, it could be your uncle. But I remember what be table preaching. Mamma could be papa be teaching her. No one can see some penny preaching there. But then they say. Also, a child was in Sukumo, say, what baby. Na papa be or sin it done. And now, what fine police and fine or sin it done. No sit down in rain. No be up and then a baba dad. No friend, no secretary want to know why you feel want to. The man will preach, we are said, but the major home. Omar, we talk it is and walk away. None of ban or ye pain a cry fine. And the man not 2 benefits, but the major we are say. No, what's the papa no? No, well, but the major fast. I said the papa done in there. In there, you can jump protona, but the major, you may jump proto or Salembra. What kind of other than what you want say you down? ɔde yɛ dan no me me do to na do ko se roko ebe na eja na akɔ wiase bede na eja nti ye maada Mr. Isa se ye maada susuneye na kede wo pomfo nyame o holo twan o ma mewi nti wo mbo Dr. Bamba Omia and Islam so what say ikusua enyimdia ti memema ɔde yɛ ma kwan me de enyimdi nti say ye problem Dr. Baumia de bi asam wo ho man
right, I had a digital abisi, but engineers, papa, and now I'll be here. I'll cook Christian or preaching about some. They will be papa. My boy teaching is the teacher. I'm not chairman as well. Oh, fine. JHS. I am Mr. Isa Jansen Mesa, Champ Fanti.
Mr. Isa
Jansen Mesa.
Jansen Mesa. Never mind to the food.
Chap, me don't have a cry.
Only preaching good.
Me don't have a cry. I love how he.
I said 35. You're gone soon. No, I came 20. Exit. Nemo ano penny well life well live. I mean 80, 70.
Mr. Isa, the pay baby will be a most like your corporation of Papa Yabushef. Hina, the mouse no Bibiara to no Oshahin. Antoniette, our OSCCT, or Sarah Papa. Oh, Anthony Aku Kosa. Aha. Kosa Bryant. Aha. Good morning. Boss Isaac.
Also,
they are Russia. Anthony Aku Kosa, your bishop Papa. Name Lake na Osaki. Pushuko. Nefi Amman. Fidi biara na amaya sabi to me we Costa TV. Aba mother the ko so wada to safra ho me to me ba. Na amaya for gudu to me ya ma. Ummoto time na fi to mo nka ho na asam. In the social media we me ka o. And baby biara you can send your message, you can call na fi to me na akwa yim. Nti Costa TV so ye ba ye we chere pinja. Aba wogu me aba nti o mama ja na ombra. Umba na umbabwa na bibia so ntumi ye pe baba de tima na pe me hu ye adwuma si oye Ben obo oye one top cameras na MC ahora atraba na otabi sa norman aye Susan ye mo de norman bro ai me da sra so atai Ben na chiri papa bibia so ntumi ye pe wo so ntumi hwe bibia wo bia e bado as papa CCT you achechefo na nkopo papa Professor Kwame na banfo eje ya me show ankasa eje the mouse in Father Castro, Father, maybe I will be a children inside to my count. Last one, engineers one, but